Hi everyone, I thought I'd come to you with a kind of a technique, different product video that we have here in the store that I really love. It's so much fun to do. You kind of get addicted to it. So it's the Dymond rocks by Dyan Reaveley, the Dilutions. And the rocks come in a couple different colors. You have bubblegum pink, island parrot, pink flamingo, fiery sunset, calypso teal, London blue, laid back lilac, post box, and then there is a clear that you use a lot of because you do a lot of techniques with the clear. So there are a couple things you can do, and I'm going to start with the real basic color tiles that you can do, and then you can, what I like doing is putting a stamp in them. And then this one I did stamp and then a little bit of stickles because I made a mistake and stickles fixed everything. So I really like that. So what we're gonna do is, there are these things called Dymond boards that you get, and they come in octagon and square shapes for now. I don't know, she might come out with different shapes later. You take your Dymond medium, which is what you need. It comes in a like stamp pad and also in a dauber. I call it a smusher, but it's actually called a dauber. So you're going to want to cover your board very, very well, because wherever there isn't a spot, the rocks won't stick. So give it a good smush or daub. Okay. And then you're going to put it on your paper. And this, I think I'm going to do Calypso teal because this is like one of my favorite colors. So it's kind of similar to embossing, where you're going to, you know, put the medium on, tap off. I'm not very delicate in my tapping off. I sometimes get smudges in it. Don't forget to put the lid kind of on, because if your heat gun starts going, your rocks get everywhere, which I have had to clean up because I was doing some practice ones. Then you're just going to go back and forth over your tile. You can see it starting to melt. It gets all shiny. I love that look. That's such a satisfying thing to see it get all melty. Okay. Once it's really good and melty, and you see it kind of moving around, don't screw your lid onto your rocks, because you're going to want to do this really quick, because what's going to happen is the rocks are going to bond to the melty rocks, and that's how you're going to build up your layer to get that good tile look. You want to do this as quick as possible, not goof around like I'm doing, because if it's not given a good bond, when you go to melt it again, all the rocks are going to blow off. So you want to do this as quick as possible. This is such a pretty color. I love it. It's going to get those little holes, but I can show you. You don't see so much of it when you do the stamp. The stamp kind of makes everything all smushed together and covers up things. Okay. 3 layers is usually enough, but I might do 1 more layer just to be on the safe side. Ooh, there it goes. It's so good. Oh, yeah. Just to give it a nice got some rocks. I'll just put in the trash. Got rocks everywhere anyways. This is not a clean situation going on. Right. So there you have your basic situation going on. You know, and it's just a beautiful tile. Now, if you want to add a little interest, you can use, well, you can use any stamp, but I like using her stamps, the Dylusion stamps. And this is one of my favorite designs of hers. I think it's really cool. Now, to protect the stamp from the heat, you're going to want to use the Dymond medium and put a little bit on, so that, because it's pretty hot, it's, you know, hot element. Okay, we're going to heat up again. You know, get your stamp ready before you go and reheat your, because you want it to be nice and liquidy when you squish your stamp on. Starting to move. There we go. I don't know if you can see how it moves. Oh, I don't want to do that. How it moves a little bit. That's when you know that it's ready to go. Yeah, I did a little too much, too close. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take our stamp, line it up, squish it in, and then it kind of sticks to it. Pull it off, and you have, see, I melted it too much in the middle there and let it move. But there's some things you can do to kind of cover up any mistakes you have in it. What I like to do a lot is use the Dymond dusts. Let that cool a little bit. Now don't put your finger in like I did and ruin it. Just give it a time to cool. Well, I'll do it in this one because it's taking forever to cool. So I like taking some of the Dymond dust, and you just need a littlest bit of this. And I like to like squish it into an area. Oh, that's a little too much. And then you have like this multicolor tile. I just think it looks cool and kind of patinaed. Okay. So for the next one, we're going to use the Dymond dusts. And I'm going to use Calypso, Pink Flamingo, and Laid Back Lilac. What you're going to do is you're kind of going to make like Aurora Borealis. You take one of the boards. I'm using the square boards for this project. You paint it black. We used the Dylusion's paint, but you could use whatever, you know, acrylic paint you want. And then we're going to brush a little of the color on. Lilac comes so pale. Okay. I just flick off my brush a little bit so I don't color mix. Some of this bubblegum pink. Tap off a little. And then some Calypso Teal. What you're doing is just giving this a little color because you're going to use the clear rocks on this one. And I just think this is so pretty. Oops, didn't put the lid on, don't forget to make sure your lids are secured. You don't want to get this all over the place. I'm just going to tap off my paper real quick. Get rid of some of the excess bits. Okay, so now you're going to smush this on, or daub it on as well. Again, give it a nice coat. This time you're going to use clear rocks, and it's just going to melt and give you a nice tile shine on I recommend having a stack of paper, like scratch paper, next to you, because it's good to change them out. Because I make a mess. Some people don't make a mess, but I make a mess. There it goes, changing color. Make it shiny. Okay. Alright, while it's still warm, make sure you have the rocks ready to go. I accidentally closed the lid on mine. Hold on. Don't screw the lid on because you're going to need to, but just set it on there. So make sure it's warm. Nice and liquidy. It cools down fast. Like cool enough that it doesn't make the rocks stick. So you really want to make sure it's nice and heated before you put the second layer of rocks and the third layer of rocks on. Come on, get it, get. Okay. Again, you want to do this sort of in a fast mash fashion. You don't want to hang around too long. Okay. Rocks. Tap off. All right, 3 layers is usually good. 3 layers will usually give you a good coating. Nice melty coating. So I don't know if you can see, let it cool off again. I don't know if you can see, when I pick it up, you can see better the shimmeriness of it. It's really subtle. I think it's really pretty. You can do so much with these. And the last little technique is using the boards, the little boards. You can glue some scrapbook paper or, you know, a picture, or as long as it's on paper and not like photo paper, you can put it on your tile and do the same thing where you smush, daub the medium on. Again, a nice good coat. Because it's patterned, it's harder to see, to make sure you cover every bit of it. Tap off. And, oh, that's not it. You'll start to see it get shiny. I know it's melting. Right, it's good and warm. Okay, we're going to put the other layer on. I just think this would look really cool on a cover of a journal. That's what she had us do. Or I think it'd be neat on a tiled on a page on your book, like a scrapbook page. Cool addition to art journaling. Lots of different things you could do with this. Okay, there is the one that is done with paper. Now I think I might do this for my Spain book, because you know Spain has famous for tiles and stuff like that, and I just think this would be really cool. Let it cool a little bit and you can see. Yeah. Now, if for some reason you mess up, like on this one, like I kind of messed up a little bit on that, you can always remelt your rock. A little more into the center so it's better covered. You could even do another layer. Even it out a bit. All right, there. See if you can fix it. It's easy to fix if you have a little mess up, if you do something different. So these are the options you have. Just the plain tile with color. Then you have tile with a stamp and a little bit of the diamond dust. You have the one where you paint it black and you put the diamond dust and you make it kind of Aurora Borealis looking. It's not picking up very well in this camera, but it's just so pretty. And then you have the scrapbook paper or picture or whatever on here. I just think this is really fun and really pretty. There's lots you can do with it. Let us know what your favorite technique is. What do you think is the best thing? What you would do with it. All right, thanks. Bye.